Hi, my name is Shanoa Lewis, and I'm 21 years old. I was on the Bay Oaks Bombers '96 team. I go to DePaul University in Chicago, and I'm a film student, and I also minor in creative writing. Um, Bay Oaks gave me a sense of community at a really young age and a family outside of school and outside of my home life. Some of the girls I've played with, I've known since I was 8 years old, and we are still friends until this day. The type of bond you create is really unlike any other. Um, on and off the soccer field, as you're working together as a team to achieve your goals, you'll carry that with you for the rest of your life. And there's always this like an immense discipline you learn while playing soccer, which transcends into your adult years, especially in college. Like getting your homework done, showing up to class on time, not skipping class. You're so independent in college, and it's hard to be that independent for the first time. And something that soccer has instilled in me is having that discipline. And also when you feel like you can't do this work or you're gonna fail, you can't do it, you have still this voice in your head that says you got to push yourself, you got to keep pushing yourself, you'll get it done. And I attribute a lot of that to soccer and pushing myself physically and mentally. A coach that really inspired me is John Nishimoto. He was the coach for my varsity soccer team. He pushed me to places I never thought my body and mind could go as a soccer player, and I was always competing at these practices, fighting for a spot, playing with some really, really competitive, great players, and that pushed my mental and physical strength to points I didn't even think existed. And I think that's a really good facet of being a good coach. It's pushing your players past their mental limits, but still supporting them throughout it, and showing them that they believe in you, and sometimes maybe even coaches showing you that they believe in you more than you even believe in yourself. I think that's a very good compromise with a coach, is when they show you that, but also still push you to points where you don't think you can go. There isn't really much I would change with my soccer career. It was my first love, and like many first loves, it had its ups and downs. And I played since I was 4 years old. So after 14 years of playing competitive soccer, devoting my life to this sport, I fell out of love with it, and I was ready to go on to a new chapter of my life and explore different parts of my identity that I wasn't sure about. And that's when I decided that I wanted to be a film major and minor in creative writing and do a lot more creative things, which I didn't really know about because my life was always physical sports for a really long time. And my advice to anyone that I guess is in high school would be wait before you declare your major in college, unless you really, really know. Take all of your electives and general ed classes and just random classes that you think you might be interested in. There's so much to explore in college, so many different topics. And I think it's good to take your time before you stick to one major, especially if you're not passionate about something yet. Just you can wait. They say always pick a major before sophomore year, but I don't believe that. You can wait. I didn't. I picked it sophomore year, and it worked out for me, but I still could have waited. And there's a lot of classes that I'm taking now as a senior that are history classes or even religion classes and philosophy classes that are opening up a whole new world that I sometimes wish my 18-year-old self or my 19-year-old self would have saw. Because I might have had a different focus. Plus, just remember you're still so young when you enter college, and you're figuring out a lot of things about yourself. And for the first time, you really are away from your family and friends. And I think the most important thing is just to be gentle with yourself and know that it'll all come together, and have fun, and know that it's gonna go by really fast, because I'm about to graduate in 4 months. And I just remember flying into Chicago and entering my dorm room. That's the advice I have for anyone, for my 14-year-old self, which there's probably a lot of people that feel the same way as I do now at this age.